So here's a quick run through of the early build of Primal Utility. Still a lot of UI work to do, but just to get the basic functions kind of laid out so people can start using it. So right now, just the play mode is working. We still have some work to do on the story mode, but just tap play. And then let me clear this. So right now, everything, all the bit related controls are on this left menu here, which will eventually be one that slides in and slides out. So swiping left and right will be able to open and close that. And under that, the first two options, bits and fractions, are the two that you're going to see there. And then that'll be an accordion menu. When you tap bits, that'll expand and then show you a menu where you can drag in bits from there. Right now, if you tap on it, this little window pops up, which is just while we're testing out and playing around and wrapping up the UI. But you can create bits and fractions from here. So right now, I'll add a 7-bit, hit OK, can move that around, do all the standard stuff that you could do in the game. So combine, slice, probably add a couple more. I was thinking double tap would break out one of the blocks, but all that stuff is in there right now. So I'll do the next set of operations on these. One thing you can do if you tap value, it'll show you the numeral right on there. We'll probably mess around with the placement, but just to get started. Pin, this will attach the block to the canvas and then prevent you from interacting with it. And then other blocks won't interact with it as well. So if I drag these together, nothing happens because it's pinned. So if you want something to stay in place and not interact with the other blocks, you can do it right from there. Negate, this will change a block or a fraction from positive to negative. So if I tap that icon, you can see that turns it black. So this represents a -3. If I combine it with the 2, it should give me a -1, and yeah, it does. So yeah, and then if I tap negate again, that'll make it positive again. So increment decrement, this will just increase the size of the block. Tapping plus makes it bigger, tapping minus makes it smaller. And then rotate, and again, the placement of some of these is a little off, but that'll rotate it 45 degrees. So those are the basic bit controls. I'll show you fractions now. Let me clear these. So fractions right now, again, you'll be able to just drag these in from the menu, but for now you can enter it, or you have to enter it manually. So I'll do 3/6, 3/6, and then it gives me the fraction. So again, all the controls that worked for the blocks work for these. I can pin it. I can make it negative. I can increment by 1 whatever, in this case 1/6, and then I can rotate as well. Combining works right now, and we'll have to play around with it a little bit, but if I tap and hold one of these segments, that will pop it out. I'm thinking maybe changing it to a double tap. We'll see what it feels like for people. But yeah, so if and kind of like we talked about, when I break out one of the sections, it still shows it in the whole unit with the same number of segments that I was working with before, as you would with the regular fraction. And then I can just drag them together to combine it. Again, tap and hold, and that breaks it apart. So we'll have to play around with it a little bit. One other thing, we can see if it makes sense to be able to change the denominator, maybe double it. But right now, this is what we've got for fractions. So the other thing you can do, hit save. That'll save the canvas. So if you exit the app and come back, it'll retain what you had there. so that's everything on the left side. Again, the look and UI is going to change, but right now you can at least start interacting with things. On the right side, we've got the pen tool, which if you tap should highlight, but I've just tapped it, and then I can actually start drawing on the canvas. This will get saved as well, and I can start writing things that are specific to whatever I'm trying to demonstrate. Um, and then the last thing that I just got working today is the export. So that's the icon below the pencil on the right side. Tap that. Okay. And then that actually saved it to my photo book, or photo album. So if I exit the app and go to photos, ta-da, I've got the image that I just saved. So that's where we're at right now, and yeah, we'll keep plugging away. Oh, one other thing, kind of the direction we're going for the UI. If you're curious, Photoshop Express. This kind of has the menu as it's going to work in the app. We're going to add this top nav bar where it says Adobe Photoshop Express, put the settings up there, and then we're going to keep the controls on the right side.